Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I share here on this channel. Today we are going to dive into your entire year of 2021. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you, and how can you best navigate this year? So we're going to take a peek. As I take a look at this overall spread, what I see for you is really a time that maybe things are going to move a little slower than you might expect. I see a year of reflecting for a period of time, and then I see you moving forward with things. I see it's just a year where I just get the word upheaval, right? I feel like a lot in your life is going to be changed. A lot in your life is going to be shifted, but I feel like these are changes that you choose, and you're going to be digging deep and taking a look at, what do I really want? What do I really deserve? And how am I going to get there? What are my goals? How am I going to get there? So I see you just focusing on all of these things. So we're going to take a look first at the overarching themes that you can expect throughout the year. And the first one is the Queen of Fire. And I see this as a very positive thing. There's two Queen cards here in this spread. And to me, this is like about reconnecting with that royalty within, reconnecting with your queen energy, reconnecting with your fire, also with this Queen of Fire, right? This is you really through the year learning how to connect on a whole new level with your confidence, learning how to connect with your strength that you maybe hadn't tapped into in quite some time. This is you finding things in life to be passionate about. So I see this as a journey back to your fire and back to your confidence, back to your passion. And I think that's going to be a really exciting thing for you. Now, I see this being a journey for a better part of the year. So it's going to take some time. It's going to be a process. But I see you very different at the end of 2021 than you were at the beginning, and much better off, and with much different life circumstances than you had at the beginning. The next card that we have here is the Three of Air, okay? This is like my sadness. This is my grieving card. There are things that you are going to find yourself wanting to or needing to, sometimes both, letting go of certain things in your life. And there's a grieving that comes with it. There's always a grieving that comes with change. And so I want you to just honor the sadness, honor that process. This isn't about like pushing yourself or moving forward with something else too quickly. This is about letting yourself take some time to feel your feelings. And this is not about isolating yourself and spending months feeling sad and feeling down, but this is about honoring your feelings and balancing that out with social connection, balancing that out with doing things that fill you up, that excite you, that you love. And so this is about finding a really nice balance in order to help you to cope with the adjustments that you are making and are going to be making throughout 2021. The next card that we have as an overall theme card as well is the Seven of Fire. This is really about you learning how to tame your dragons, this is about you recognizing where fear is impacting you, or where certain things in your life have just kind of gotten out of control, whether it's habits, whether it's patterns, whether you have just allowed something to go too far. Maybe it's the way that other people have treated you, or how they have disrespected you, or how they have influenced your thinking. And this is you kind of getting to that point where you say, you know what? I am who I am. This is what I'm going to be doing. You're finding yourself defending yourself and defending your beliefs and defending your decisions. And I think that you choose your battles. This isn't about, always going to battle, right? I think that you recognize where you need to go to battle, and you learn how to recognize that, when to go to battle, and when, nothing needs to be said, or when you simply need to walk away from a situation and release yourself from that. So I see you doing that, and I see you standing your ground on some things that are really important to you. And that might lead to some changes in your life, but I see these as positive changes, and I see you learning how to tame these things, these dragons that feel out of control in your life. And it's like you find your power through this process. And ultimately, like, as much as like you're doing a lot of work on yourself through this year, you're going to be finding your joy, you're going to be finding your happiness. This is what we're working toward, is this sun energy, this happiness, peace, happy outcomes, things really working out for the best for you, and you recognizing that everything that you have been through was purposeful, and even understanding the purpose of so many things that have happened, and beginning to connect with your happiness on a level that you haven't connected with in a long time, or maybe ever. This is just great joy that you're going to be experiencing. So I see this as a really positive shift for you. And the last card that we have here is the Success card reversed here with the theme cards. To me, the reason that this is reversed is that I think that you're going to be recognizing some of the directions in your life that maybe just, this has just been the path that you've been traveling on for so long, so you're just used to it, and it's just the way that things are. And you're going to be recognizing what paths are leading you to success and what paths are not leading you to success. And this is success in your work, but this is success in all areas of your life. So what's successful for me? What is helping me to be successful in my life? What is not helping me to be successful in my life? And I think you're going to be asking yourself that and exploring that. And that is going to be really powerful. So I see you really redirecting yourself through this process so that you are setting yourself up for absolute success as you continue on throughout the year. Now, the next cards that we have here, the next category that we have are challenges or barriers. Okay, so we have the Four of Air, we had the Three of Air before. Again, like if you can see the card images, you know, we've got like these unicorns and they're looking sad. You know, this is not a really joyful card. The Four of Air can feel very much like you're in your head and you're thinking about things and maybe overthinking about things and really struggling to process certain things. Okay, so I do see sadness for you, but I also see such great joy, right? So it's like you have to go through this process of healing for yourself in order to get there. So I want you to allow the process to happen. This is about also allowing time for reflection, maybe more time away from work, more time for vacations, and just time for self-care and time for self. And I think that if you can do that, and I think you're going to need to do that to just honor who you are and what you need and where you're going. So allow some time for rest as you are dealing with some emotional things. I also see this renewal happening for you in your life. This is like, there's a lot of fresh starts with some things in your life. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of, even for situations or relationships or things like that you have going on in your life, like there's a renewal to those where there's a shift in the energy. So there's a lot of change or a lot of shifting happening. And it's kind of like a clearing of old energy and a shift into new. And I see that happening for you where things just feel renewed. Things feel fresh and new and exciting. And that doesn't come without allowing things to change. You're not going to want to fight change here this year. You are not going to want to like hold on to it, white knuckling your way through certain situations, because that isn't going to serve you. You really have to allow yourself to flow the best you can, because what's happening is, what's wanting to happen is this process of renewal. And this is going to be really powerful. It's like washing away all that no longer serves you. I just keep seeing it as like a baptism almost, you know what I mean? And where like the old negativity or old negative aspects of your life are just cleared and released, and you are just receiving the universe, the divine, God in a whole new way, and you're just seeing your life in a whole new way, and everything feels renewed, everything feels refreshed, everything feels lighter. And I see this for you, and this is showing up in the challenges, because again, I feel like you're going to want to hold on, you're going to want to say like, let things stay the same, just because that's like what you're comfortable with and how things have been. but you're going to, what is that on my wall? Oh, it's something on my phone screen. Okay. I thought there was like a really big bug behind me and you guys can't see that, but it's just something like a crumb or something on my phone screen. Anyhow, so this renewal energy, very beautiful, but I think like you just want to allow yourself to flow with it, because again, it's like there is a lot of change, there is a lot of shifting, and that is going to stir up a lot of emotion for you. But ultimately, I see you moving forward with this Chariot card, right? This can actually be a physical move or a move in your job, but this can also be just a moving forward, okay? And again, this is showing up in the challenges because I think like it's like reluctant change a little bit. Like, you know what you need to do, you know what changes are going to be best for you to make, but you are also kind of reluctant to do that. So this is really about you getting comfortable with the change, you allowing this process of change to happen for you. And I think once you do, this is where this comes in, because you're recognizing like, wow, when I get out of the way, God can do really amazing things for me. So I just see you ultimately learning how to do that. And the sooner that you surrender it, the better. We'll just say that, because if you hang on too tight, I think that it's going to be a very uncomfortable year for you. But if you can just surrender it and release it and let yourself flow and let yourself trust in your higher power, man, is there going to be some magic for you. The next cards that we have here, speaking of magic, are the gifts that you can expect in 2021. So the first one that we have here is I forgot one card. Sorry. Let's go back. So this card was in the category of the challenges or barriers, the action card reversed. Again, things are going to move forward, but it's going to feel like for a while that they're not. So just let yourself do this healing that needs to happen. Once the healing happens, once the surrender happens, then things can move forward, and that's going to be really positive for you. So these are the gifts that you can expect. So the Five of Air. The Five of Air to me is here in this position, like you're seeing something for what it is. And it's like something that maybe you didn't want to believe before as being what it is, or, you didn't want to believe that this person is this or this situation is this. And on some level, you've intuitively felt it, but you just like didn't want to accept that. And this is that acceptance. I see you accepting some things, and there's such a freedom for you with that. So allow that. Allow the thoughts to come through that you don't necessarily want to hear, right? And be open. Have an open mind. Explore that, because I think that this is really going to be helpful for you, just like in terms of like moving forward from some things. The next card that we have here is the Page of Earth. Okay, so this is exciting. This is a new beginning of some kind. This is, again, with this Chariot card, this can be a new home, a new office. This also can be like going back to school or new learning, or just stepping into a new phase of your life. This can be the new manifestation of some things that you've been wanting for a very long time. This can be starting a new business that is ultimately going to lead to some great financial success for you. So lots of gifts, whatever it is that you're feeling like you're wanting to start. This is a great year for you to start with some things. Once you've done some of this more emotional work, get started on whatever it is that you're feeling called to get started on, because that's going to be really successful for you in the long run. And the next card that we have here is the Queen of Water. So again, another Queen card. And Queen of Water is Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups to me, okay? I just see you, if you're in a relationship already, just like opening to that relationship in a whole new way, or you just like really rocking that relationship, knowing how to navigate that relationship, knowing how to see your value and to like expect that people respond to your value, right? This combined with the Queen of Fire is like, you know who you are, you remember who you are, you know how powerful you are, and you know what you deserve. And once you get that, you call that in, and that's going to be really powerful for you. I also see this being, for those of you who are not in a relationship, you really pulling in, connecting with or reconnecting with your ideal partner in life. And queen of your relationships, right? Queen of your work, also queen of fire, queen of your relationships. And if you're male watching this, that doesn't mean, like, this queen energy is just more that feminine energy, and we all have feminine and masculine energy. And so this is about receptive, allowing yourself to receive. So you don't have to be female for these messages to connect for you. This is just about, like, masculine is a little bit more active energy, feminine is more receptive energy. And so allow yourself to receive what wants to come in, you being really in a place where you can have the kind of relationships that you've always wanted, and these don't even have to be romantic relationships. This can be family relationship, friendships, coworkers, whatever, but you really understanding what you need to do in order to have healthy, high vibrational relationships in your life. So, and you understanding what you need to do to be successful and confident in your work and in your life. The last card that we have here is the Joy card. Spirit just really wants you guys to remember that even if you have an emotional process that you are going through, that ultimately you will find joy, that ultimately you are going to get to this place of happiness and joy. And the Joy card is also about wish fulfillment, right? I see the manifestation of so many of the things that you want. You just have to let go of the way that you think that things should be, or the way that things have always happened. And, like, you're going to be shown, it will be highlighted for you what you need to let go of, what you need to release, what changes you need to make. And it all leads to some real joy and wish fulfillment for you in your life. So I think that that's going to be, as much as there's work, I think it's going to be a really great and exciting year for you. So those are your messages for 2021. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. I always love to hear from you in comments. If you want to learn more about me or my services, you can check me out at discoveryyourawakening.com. And I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.